Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and today we are looking at a Massey man's green little secret, a John Deere Model M. Shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. We're here with Father Phil and yeah, you can say it's not exactly green, but the bonnet is up there, resprayed actually.
Oh, ready to go on, yeah.
Ready to go on. So also excuse the mess that's here, because when we tidied up out here, anything that wasn't rubbish got put in here, and just this was relatively tidy. Now it's not, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. So tell us all about the John Deere Model M.
Well, sure, it's a John Deere Model M. They were made from 1947 to 52, I think.
Yeah.
All made in America.
Yeah.
They're all American made. That one is an actual original Irish tractor. We have the tax book.
Brought into Ireland new, and which
Ireland new. I don't know who would have been the dealer.
was 1947, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, she registered, I think, in 48 or 49.
Right.
In Tullamore.
Yeah.
And it's an IR registration.
Yeah.
Is the registration of it. It was registered to a family in Arden in Tullamore. They were Matthews.
Yeah.
It's been in our family a very long time.
Yeah.
A very long time. Sometime in the early 50s.
Yeah.
The second cousin of my father's bought it.
Yeah.
With my uncle.
Yeah.
He was on the buying of it. Because he came with all the kit.
All the implements.
All the implements.
Which we'll have a look at later on in the video.
It's at that time, the tractor was a tractor, but it wasn't much good unless you could put something behind it.
Yeah.
And it had all, it must have been a package.
Yeah.
On the sale of it, all the bits came with it. And he did, I don't know how long he kept it for, but then he sold it to my aunt and my uncle.
Yeah.
Would be my father's sister.
Yeah.
And his husband, he had it. They were dairy farmers. They had it for a while. Sometime I suppose in the mid 60s. And then my uncle ended up with it.
Yeah.
Out in North Longford. And he had it for a long time. But they wouldn't have used it. A tractor never done much. Yeah. Because if you look at the pedals, they're very, very intact. There's very little wear on the pedals.
Yeah, all the marks are still in.
They're very good.
Still there, like.
It would have been, in America, it would have been 100% petrol.
Yeah.
But because petrol was so expensive here, it was converted to TVO with a small petrol tank. It was the petrol tank.
That was the petrol tank?
That was the petrol tank.
Right.
And then this was your tank, you put your TVO
in, yeah.
But they didn't run very well on TVO.
Yeah.
And I think that was
one of the biggest issues.
It never was that successful. Now, that would be a very unique tractor in John Deere circles, because as far as I'm aware, it's the first up to that tractor, all the pistons run
up and
horizontal.
Down. Yeah.
That's the first one that had the pistons running vertical. Like all tractors nowadays are all up
vertical.
and down.
Yeah.
But before that tractor, all the John Deere engines, all were the pistons running
horizontal. Lying in bed.
They weren't vertical.
Like a boxer engine.
Yeah. That was as far as I'm aware now. I may stand corrected, and I always say every day is a school day. You're learning every day.
And it's two cylinder, isn't it? They're the two.
Two cylinders. 6-volt electrics. Had a starter motor. There was the starter motor.
Yeah.
It was parked, last used in probably either 1972, 73 or 74.
Yeah.
That my cousin can remember.
Yeah.
I bought it off him. They would have baled with a Massey 10 square baler after a thrasher.
Yeah.
And that was the last job he remembers it doing.
Yeah.
Now, he'd be only very young. Him and I are well, he's a few years older than me, there's not that many.
Yeah.
It's the last job he remembers of doing. They had it running once since.
Yeah.
But my uncle used to go out about every week.
Yeah.
Or every fortnight, or any time he'd be passing the shed, and he'd crank it.
Yeah.
He'd crank it over, and she's perfectly free. The clutch was left down.
Yeah.
It never stuck.
Yeah, the spring, the clutch pedal was tied down.
Even though I'm a Massey man, it has exceptional tin work on it.
Yeah.
Like, there's 1940s tin.
Yeah.
That just needs tidying up. It's
a respray.
It just needs tidying.
Yeah.
Like, where do you put that? Well, we'll probably have to respray it, because he gave me the bonnet of it.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago. And he said,
you can see the green up there, and you can see the front grille as well.
Well, you spray that bonnet, and I sprayed the bonnet, and then he came back another time and he brought me over the grill, and I don't know what happened, but we never got home to doing the grill, and I want to give him back the bonnet, and he says, look, I'll leave it there, it's safe for the minute. When we went to retrieve that shed, it was in an old shed that had fallen down, and the roof was sitting
on top of it.
On top of it, we had to lift the roof out and inch it out. The only
the rims
I have, that's probably why we never started to do anything with it, is the rims were half buried in muck, and they have rotted. This one maybe...
That's the better of the two, isn't it? The other one is the rotten one.
This one may be salvageable.
Yeah.
The other one is quite rotten.
Let's go round.
Have tried on numerous occasions to get rims, or to source rims for it, but very hard. No, don't mind the stuff. You're walking through my store now. You'll upset the store.
Why it couldn't have been put away when tidying outside?
That's your shit anyway. So
it is. That's my mudguard. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it. You can see there. That's the rotten rim.
They were buried.
It's completely.
They were buried up to about there.
Yeah.
Had gone down in old sawdust and stuff. It was an old saw shed that my uncle used to saw timber in. I've watched multiple videos on YouTube with them running. Lovely kick to them, lovely yoke, and something they just want to get going. Hopefully in the next winter or two. We have to do all this tidy up first.
Yeah, we have to get this tidied up. This is the spraying room. Yeah, that's why it's insulated. There's the oil burner. There's a heater there for keeping it warm, and this was to be the spraying booth.
Neville done a lot of work for me a few years ago, and he did a lot of sandblasting in here, and it's a kip ever since.
Yeah, it's all silica sand. You can see. Just before we go any further, anyone that's watching from America knows where we can get a set of original 24-inch Model M rims.
They were called a Z rail. There was a stagger in the rail.
Z rail.
I have no problem getting standard 24-inch rims.
Yeah.
And put a standard rail in it. But because this cost me a few quid and I want to keep it very original, I'd love to put an original pair of rims on it.
Yeah.
Now they are just...
look at it. You just pulled off a lump of it.
You know.
Yeah. So if anyone that's watching from America knows, or anyone at all knows, where we can get them 24-inch Z rail rims, original ones for a model.
Just Model M.
Give us a buzz.
There was multiple.
My email is down below, or leave a comment. Anything at all, get in contact with us.
We could easily have brought in a one from America for half of what that cost me.
Yeah.
Running.
Yeah.
With nothing to do with it. But I think that's a very, very unique tractor, because it's an original Irish tractor. That never worked in any other country.
That comes straight to Ireland from you.
Straight to here after the war.
From you. So the 2-point linkage on it then?
2-point linkage, a very unusual system, no top link. You had your two arms, that's your lift arms.
Yeah.
With these little rods run down to this. Now that's propped up at the moment.
Yeah.
They run to that. And then you had a set of other implements within, and was put in with a pin.
Yeah.
The plough had a lad that went way on up underneath it.
Up to this piece of...
Up to the drag at the front.
This yoke that comes...
to a kind of a horse.
Yeah.
And then you could lift your plough with it. It's something... Look at the PTO cover.
Still on it.
Still on it, perfect. Look. That's your PTO guard. But that's a standard 540 PTO shaft.
Yeah.
Now, it has no pulley.
Yeah.
If we can get somebody in America that knows where there's a set of rims and a pulley, we put all in a pallet and bring it back. It's something I'd like to put a belt on.
Yeah.
And there was a belt attachment for them. This tractor never had it. We have all the original lights. I have all the decals for the stickers. All's got. It just...
Time.
It needs us to get a break from the bloody farm to
Yeah. Oh, what?
get stuck at this.
So what is this? This is your
That's your
lights.
That's all your control of your lights, your amp
The
meter.
lights, amp meter.
Amp meter clock, that's your choke.
Choke.
There's
Stop.
adjustable steering wheel. They're talking about nowadays you can adjust your steering wheel in your car. Well, you could adjust your steering wheel in these.
Oh, you can pull it in and out.
You can take it in and out. You know,
What's this? The throttle
that's
then?
the throttle. That's your throttle lever. It got broke at some stage. Now, that's probably a forge weld. That's no ordinary weld now. That's a forge weld. I'd say now that was broke someday that it was playing up.
And someone got a bit thick with it.
I could imagine now. I could just imagine. But we'll put that back and we will take away the TVO option.
Yeah, put straight petrol.
Or just straight petrol, yeah. Just straight petrol.
Straight petrol.
Now, I don't know what condition the tank is in. The manifold isn't great. We'll have to get a manifold for it.
Yeah.
It's bust with frost. That was the heat deflector, a homemade heat deflector that was put on it to keep it warm for the TVO. So you had to keep the heat in the manifold so they vaporized.
So that had work.
It had to vaporize.
Yeah.
Your TVO had to go into a vapor
All right.
for it to burn.
So there's a homemade job onto it to convert it to TVO.
That's why that tractor, look at the clutch pedal. There's the clutch pedal. Now the clutch pedal is held down. But that clutch pedal, there's absolutely no way.
Yeah, there's a small bit of wear there, but the rest of all the grids, all the like checkered, it's all in it. Perfect.
Quite possible that tractor hasn't any more than maybe 1,000 hours done.
Yeah.
It mightn't even have 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
I can't imagine. Now the plough was used. My uncle he developed that so he could put it with a 165 on time.
Yeah.
And the plough with it with a 165. And my cousin put it back because he knew I had an interest in it. And when my uncle was alive, the tractor wasn't going to be sold because he was always intending to put it back going, but it never happened. And unfortunately, it must be here 6 or 7 years now.
So a while ago since we pulled it out.
It's a good while ago.
It's a good while ago. Adding to the collection of stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff. I'll have to live to be about 150 to get it all done. But no, this will be something that will be spectacular, like especially with the Irish number plate.
Yeah.
Like I think that's where the whole.
That's where the value is.
That's where. Well, it's not even value, but it's just unique.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no bother bringing in any of that stuff from America, and you get the cleanest out stuff ever you wanted there for a fraction of the price. But it's American.
Yeah.
I know that was made in America. But that was an Irish tractor from day one.
Yeah.
You know, it probably was a demonstrator.
Yeah.
At the time.
Brought in to try and sell more.
It was made in 47. We know by the serial number it was made in 47.
Yeah.
The uncle or the cousin had all that. There's the serial number on her there. Serial number is stamped in her there. Yeah. That badge is still on her perfect. There's the serial number.
Yeah.
And by the serial number, she was manufactured in late 47, which would have been the first year of production.
Yeah.
But it wasn't registered, I think, till 49.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 owners on the tax book.
Yeah.
The Matthews family in Arden in Tullamore.
Yeah.
That was the first registered owner. Arden House, Tullamore.
Yeah.
That's just on the way into Tullamore. And the next registered owner was Duncan.
Yeah.
There was 2 other owners in between, but they never registered.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't have had it on the road.
Yeah.
But I'd say if you weren't machinery savvy,
yeah,
that job broke their heart.
Yeah.
I know well it did.
Yeah.
I know well it did.
Anyways.
But that's it, all the stuff is inside. We're going to look at that now in a minute. But will you mind the store?
Oh, fucking shy hole, so it is.
Stop you. One lad's shy is another lad's treasure. Look at all the treasures I have.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Just, I suppose, if people are going to ask about this chassis, this is the body of an Austin 7 Ruby. The chassis and engine is the other side of that wall. And then all the bits and bobs, there's the chest, everything is kind of everywhere. That got so far and then...
Well, that was a wreck.
Yeah.
I bought in England about 12 years ago. An absolute wreck. I had a Nevia that had a serious pair of hands on him. He could just do anything with sheet metal. And he got so far into it. And
then he went to England.
Well, he was mad to go to England, and I gave him a few pound one evening and didn't realise that he would be on the boat the next morning. But fair play to him, and he made a success of himself in England. So
yeah, but it's
finished.
All the metalwork is done on it, isn't it?
It's just it was ready to put back on the chassis and spray.
Yeah,
it's internal. It's finished.
Yeah, it's not like the metalwork has to end with metalwork. It's pretty much spray and put back together.
The surface rusted.
Yeah,
we don't have time.
Yeah,
we're going to start making time. Now, rear less calves and more time for this life.
Anyways, that's this. So we'll go into the shed. I finished the video now and we'll look in the shed and then we'll come back here and finish it. If that makes any sense at all. So we will take a break now just to talk about Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video. If you don't already know, Squarespace gives you an online platform to create your very own website. They have a great selection of templates to choose from, so you can go in, pick whichever one you like, and then you can adjust it to your needs, your own pictures, text, documents. It is incredible. It's very handy to use and it does a fantastic job. It's an all-in-one platform, so you have just the options you have available to you for whatever kind of website you want to create, whether you're trying to promote a brand, whether you're trying to sell stuff online, really and truly whatever you are after, you can do it on it. They also have the likes of email campaigns. You can get people to sign newsletters and you can launch email campaigns. There is just so much you can do on a website and whatever you really want to do. Highly recommend it. As you see there, as we're just scrolling through some of our own website that we are after creating using Squarespace, we are very, very happy with the job we got done on it, and it will go live later on. You can look it up all you want, but you ain't gonna find it. And it's not ready to go live because we're not just ready yet to start selling. But anyways, so if you want to go and create your own website on Squarespace, head over to squarespace.com/farmerphil to get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase. We'll leave it at that and we'll get back into the video. So we're just in the shed now with all the bits belonging to the John Deere Model M.
Some people may call it scrap, but sure we wouldn't.
Father Phil is here anyways. So what all have we in implements for the John Deere Model M?
When you start off here with 2 for a plough.
2 for a plough.
Yeah. 2 for a plough. Then you have a tined grubber. See them with the curly
you can just see the springs behind the reaper and binder and the ladder.
Yeah. Then there's a driller, what we call a drillers or a ridger.
Ridger.
See them up there.
You can just see the leg. Yeah, you can just see the leg there.
Now there's a very complicated system for putting that on.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. There's 3 bodies on a ridger.
Yeah.
1 in the middle and 2 on the outside.
Yeah.
But on like the Ferguson drillers, you can show the one out there.
Yeah.
There's
the one we planted spuds with.
There's 3 in a row. But on that tractor, 2 of them went in front of the drive wheels.
Right.
And a single one behind.
Behind.
Yes.
Right.
It's something I don't even know how to
put together.
But we will.
We'll figure it out.
It's an awful long time since that was used. And then there was a 6-foot finger bar mowing machine.
Yeah, so you can see that hin there at the back and the arm going up.
There's a few fingers missing off it. We have the blade belonging to it. It's not seized, it is spinning.
Yeah.
But it's very unique equipment in the fact that it's 2-point linkage.
2-point linkage.
No top link.
Yeah, it's all 2-point. It bounced nearly in underneath the back axle, doesn't it?
There's a rod.
Isn't that hit the rods at the back there? Are they part of
they're part of the drillers.
They're part of the drillers.
There's a rod. You can see it on the plough. It goes up under the tractor.
Yes. You can just see it there coming off the front disc.
Yeah.
Going off.
Goes way off up. That linkage up under the tractor to pull.
Yeah.
And then the lift was just 2 arms.
Yeah.
And it will show when we get to the tractor.
Well,
it just lifts.
Yeah.
It just lifts up and down.
Yeah.
There was no top link. It was before the 3-point linkage was developed.
Yeah.
It was the forerunner to the 3. It was the first hydraulics, you could say.
Yeah.
On the tractor. Yeah.
And just if you're wondering in that bit there, that's a front-mounted, powered JF reaper and binder.
Yes. Well, they
come from the same farm.
Yes, it all come from my uncle's farm. If front-mounted, they could be front-mounted or rear-mounted.
Yeah.
The rear-mounted one had a different set of wheels, and that had the caster wheel on the front.
Yeah.
They had that mounted on the front of a 20. Now, that was just the contents of a shed that my cousin was getting rid of. Now we had a harsh deal over the John Deere because, well, it's in the name, John Deere.
John Deere.
Yeah.
So right. So anyways, we're gonna leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed.
There's the wheel wets.
Huh?
There's the 2 wheel wets from.
Oh jeez, you can hardly see them. So you can just see there and there. That's the back wheel weights.
Back wheel wets.
Back wheel weights.
When you were ploughing, you put.
Is that the knife for it
they're
then?
The knives for the they're the knives
for the finger bar.
Finger bar, yeah.
Yeah.
2 spare knives.
They're the knives for it.
Oh, it was a complete kit. It's there's probably lots of people that may have a Model M.
Yeah.
But they may not have all the implements that came
with the Model M.
With the Model M. We were just lucky it was a complete package.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll finish the video now. So that is it from us. I hope you enjoyed today's video on Massey Men's little green secret.
Oh, but it's a lovely little thing.
It is.
It's
And someday, probably won't be this year, because between getting everything tidied, this will be one of the shops that will be get tidied, between getting everything tidied and working on the Massey 50, the 590 and our contract and fleet. We probably won't get around to this, but maybe
we may
next
get started. We may take a day at Christmas.
Yeah, just to get started.
Just to get it running. There's the oil pressure gauge. It's a bit defunct, but that's where your oil pressure gauge was.
There,
and there's your oil filter.
right. So anyways, we'll try and finish it this time. So as I said, yeah.
We might be finishing up there when you got me talking now. You don't want me to shut up.
So anyways, we'll finish the video at that. As I said, probably, maybe we might get ahead at around Christmas when we don't do a whole lot anyways, and we'll just get it running. But probably for next year, this will be next year's project.
Next
winter's project. All going well if we're still around and alive and everything is grand.
Imagine green paint.
Green paint is up there. You still have the green paint for it, don't you? I do. Anyways, we'll finish the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed looking at the John Deere Model M. As I said, anyone who knows where you can get a set of Z-Rail 24-inch.
Have to be from America.
Yeah, Model M rims. We tried getting them in the UK, tried some of the John Deere clubs and stuff. Nowhere to be got in England. So we assume it'll have to come from America. But anyways, let me know if you do. That is it from us. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. And we might actually, now that I'm thinking of, we might do a vintage Thursday and go through one vintage tractor every Thursday, because I know some people are quite...
stuff to put on. That's
no, I'm not. It's just like so much you can do. But anyways, we might just run through a vintage tractor every Thursday for the crack. Let me know if you like that idea. Hit me in the comments down below if you want to see a vintage tractor every Thursday. Get the full history on it, because this man is full of knowledge on all the different tractors we have.
Start collecting stuff.
Yeah, there's 30 tractors now because we're after buying another one. But anyways, that's a video for another day. That's it from us.
It's not a Massey.
Yeah, and it's not a Massey. Have fun in the comments down below guessing it. That is it from us.
Good luck and stay safe.